John, we talked so much yesterday about structure and play away from the puck. I was curious how that influences what your approach has been offensively, where you've talked about players expressing themselves and being free. Do you have to influence there as well?
Doesn't change anything. I think if we play the proper way away from the puck, we'll have the puck more. And we get out of their way offensively. And so it shouldn't influence anything. Hopefully we'll have it more if we play the right way.
Do you have to remind them that you want them to be free on that side of the ice with the focus on structure elsewhere, or you think not so much?
No, they'll be fine. Yeah, they'll be fine. We spent a lot of time yesterday. I understand your question because we spent so much time yesterday on away from the puck, but no, they know that goes hand in hand. It's just our focus needs to be there.
John, you said yesterday that you knew Saturday right away when things were going away from your structure. What will you look for tonight, especially early, to give you an indicator that they're back on their game?
Well, we'll just watch them away from the puck. Before we even talk about the X's and O's, just the energy of our team. We had, for some reason, we had zero energy, and you could feel it on the bench right away. And so we can talk X's and O's and all the things coaches like to talk about, but if you're not ready to play hard and compete in a game, nothing works. And that was the biggest shock to me, as I said yesterday, in that venue. And sometimes you ask why. Sometimes it's just not an answer. Everybody wants to know why. And you have people as a coach, why? Why did that happen? You can't answer why sometimes. But what you do is just try to rectify it by reminding them how we should be playing. And do the things that you can control. An intense, competitive attitude, that's in your control.
John, how productive was the video session yesterday that you had with the players? Going over the tape?
I'm not sure. I hope I felt it was a really productive day. As coaches, when you leave the day, at the end of the day, and I've always done it this way, you don't get any evaluation from your manager or anything. The only evaluation you get from your manager and stuff like that, sometimes you're gone, you're fired. So from a day-to-day operation, you leave, and there are days that I know that it just was not a good day. And so yesterday I left, I thought they practiced well. It was a long video session. I didn't want to be as long, but I felt we needed it at that time. I just felt it was a really productive day for everybody. Everybody voiced, everybody was involved in the meeting after the video. So we'll see. You never know. You have these type of meetings a few times a year, and when you're trying to get back on the rails, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. No matter what happens tonight, we just got to keep going about our business day at a time here and try to get better.
I know individual goals aren't high on the list of things, but the stretch that Cam had that's over now, when you look back on that a little bit, what was it like to see a guy perform at that level for as long as he did and to keep producing offensively like he was? Yeah,
well like whenever you talk about Cam with me, I just see what he's morphed into from a really, really good, inconsistent player when I first came here. He was really good, and he sucked. Really good and then just average. I think he's really worked at the mental part of his game as far as preparation to be ready each and every night. He knows he's dependent on in all situations, and that's where I think his biggest growth is just how he prepares himself each and every day in practice and how he gets himself ready to play each game. And it's easy, like just talking, it's easy to say this is in your control. There's a lot of things that go on in their lives. It's a long year of putting that uniform on every day, and sometimes you just don't feel like doing it and you're not ready to do it. That's the battle I think he has really crossed in being consistent a hell of a lot more in his preparation than when I first saw him my first year here.
John, is it fair to say over the course of your long career that you've learned to manage meetings differently? Like
yes.
Cut them down, or what?
Yes.
What's been that arc? And the follow-up would be, was it fun to just air one out yesterday?
Yeah, but you know what? I know that's what you guys think happened. I'm not going to tell you what happened in the meeting. I've aired a few out in my day, and it's really an interesting question because a coach, you got to be careful not to fall into the trap where you pound your chest and you air it out and you feel great about yourself. You get all the shit out of you. You're mad at that team and you got it all out, okay? But what did it do to the team? Did it help the team or did it help you? And I've made a ton of those mistakes. I felt great about that. I got it out of me. But the next day, how does that player feel? How does that group of players feel? So yesterday to me, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to tell you what I said to me, but I had to stop twice because I was getting into that air out mode. And I did not want to get to that mode. I wanted to teach. I wanted them to understand and see what it looked like. And I think it opened up some eyes as far as, because guys, self-evaluation is a tough thing. And but when you see it as ugly as it was when we showed it, clip after clip, I think I had 45 clips, and it got uglier. So I want to make sure it wasn't to air it out, it was to teach. But you asked me about the arc. I've been off the map, and I've made huge mistakes in that part of it. I'm hoping we did it the right way yesterday.
I just meant in the length. I know now you've learned to give them some, some, and not give them too much to chew on.
Why didn't you tell me? I went on with a big response there, and you're talking about length. So, yeah, I was worried about the length, but because I think that, and I explained to the group yesterday when we talked, that's what I fight here now, and I'm still trying to learn how to coach today's athlete. I'm still trying to learn how much can you give them, and that's the line I'm walking on here, and I don't think I've given them enough at certain times for us to get to the point we were against Washington, and quite honestly, Philly. We were ugly in Philly too, but we found a way to win. So that's did I think it was long? Yeah. But I felt we needed to do it that way. Do I want to go through another day? No, because I don't think it'll be healthy for the players. But we needed to zero in and reset our team yesterday.
Any lineup changes?
No, Sedzy's out. Corpy's going. Corpy is our goalie. He'll start.